This is a homebrew podcast.
Welcome back to Mythcraft the podcast, the ties that bind. Let's meet our desperate delinquents, Maggie.
Nia Karaheen. Insert primal screaming here.
Mal.
Orendo. Can't afford to have feelings like this in a fight.
Alex.
Gregory Deadeye Orso, here for the shoot.
Roger.
Geist. Am I good for anything besides killing?
And Andy.
Nix. Actions sometimes speak louder than words.
And I'm your MC, Nathan. Let's jump in. Last week on Mythcraft the podcast, you all reclaimed Aria's toast. Once again, Turner's toast now. Back under cobbler control. However, the toll was great, and Sheldon Truby, Nia's husband, was killed. Nia, Bill, and Pete mourned his death. Nyx was shaken by the death and dismemberment of a strange creature that she claims is not Aria. Rindo and Geist tried to comfort Fidelity, the armless Kedek Fiendblood, and before they got a chance to fully recover, Molitor mounted its counteroffensive. Last time we ended with you all rolling initiative, so this time we will jump straight into the action. We will begin combat, but Nyx, first you get your Troubadour bonus.
Nyx will look at Rendo, who is now across the bar. Stay safe, Rendo, please. And she will give you a D4 to your initiative. That's 3.
Nice.
Yay! Now I'm at 8.
Bumps you up ahead of at least one enemy.
Yeah.
2 enemies. Yes.
Thanks, Nyx. You too.
You'll figure it out. Maybe.
And Nia, will start with you, who I believe you and Gregory made your way up to the second floor of the toast, so you are looking out of the still intact window above the destroyed window on the first floor. You can see the line of hellspawn and imps and some kind of hooded occult figure with flames and electricity swirling around his hands as they are all swaggering down the street the way you did just hours ago.
Cute. Okay. All right. Gregory, what do we... I think we should move something in front of one of these doors. We should make it a little difficult for them to get in this room if we can, because this could be sort of a final outpost if we need it to be.
Yeah, I agree. Let's help me with this couch. Let's push it up against the door.
Very good. So she would spend the requisite AP to move a couch with Gregory across. Is there a way to lock the door as well, or could really only just resort to barricading it?
Go ahead and make a luck check.
Ooh, that's 4.
These doors do not have locks.
Well, these doors don't have locks, so I don't know if you could tell. Very good. And just the barricade.
What way does the door open, though? Before we, let me make sure it opens into the room and not out of the room.
How dare you steal this comedic scene from the future?
That would have been beautiful.
Where are the hinges?
All that work, and then...
Gregory, make a luck check.
Oh,
Hinges, I don't understand.
oh no, a 4.
What's the importance of a hinge,
Hinges?
Gregory?
It doesn't even have doors!
The hinges are on the other side of the room from you, meaning the door will open out. So a couch will not do anything other than slow people down because they'll have to climb over it.
How strong are you? Do you think we can get 2 of these up there?
Could certainly attempt, though I don't know how successful it'll be.
I think this will be good. Maybe we just shove something under the door so it sticks
Maybe.
or something.
Yeah, that sounds probably more promising.
So there's 2 entries into this upper room that you're in. We'll assume one of them is fully barricaded if you both spend all of your AP to take care of that.
Can do.
Yeah, I'll do that for my turn, because can't hit him from here.
Yeah, there's still a ways back. After Nia, we have our friend the occultist chanting and wreathed in flame.
Don't like that.
Hate it.
I mean, don't judge a book by its cover.
I can't see him, so he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
It's the only thing keeping me sane right now.
What is that measuring?
What measuring?
Don't gaslight us.
Just 200 feet.
Just 200 feet.
Jeez, no.
I'm looking at my own secrets.
All right, then
Yeah.
keep your
Yeah,
secrets.
yeah. So, chanting and stomping on the ground, Gregory and Nia, given your vantage, you would be the ones to see this first. You would see that he has spur-like protrusions from his, almost like cleats, I guess, like spikes on the soles of his shoes that are generating sparks, and he's grabbing those sparks magically and pulling them up and creating something bigger with them. And he's going to move forward and begin conjuring a spell.
Why do I feel like he's not going to ask how big the room is?
He moves over to one side of the road as he approaches, so he has a little bit of cover behind a stack of barrels, but he still has clear, unobstructed line of sight on the tavern. The Hellspawn next to him in the line is simply going to use all of its monster actions to just sprint forward as far as it can. That is not as far as I thought. This is a large city.
Or it also has tiny legs.
Yeah, just do. He's running forward. That'll bring us to Nyx.
Okay, this is okay. I'm okay. And she's just going to sit down. She's going to sit down, go prone behind the bar, and she's going to pull out that note that she found, and she's going to read it, and she's going to hold all her AP over.
Okay, I will share that note with you momentarily.
Just muttering to herself. Rendo can hear her. Nobody else can.
Rendo is going to pretend that he can't.
Perfect. That's what we love about Rendo.
Like glancing out of the corner of his eye, but like not trying to actively not pay attention.
All right, and that's all from Nyx. That'll bring us to Bill, who actually is just going to wait. He's going to prepare to throw the door open and go to town on the people once they get closer to the tavern, but he's like listening for the footprints as they approach. Pete is going to check the range on his gun and maybe end up doing the same. He's going to move over to the broken window on the first floor, so he's below where Gregory and Nia have their vantage point on the second floor. He's going to drop down to one knee so he has cover from the wall below where the window used to be. Pull out his gun, and actually that Hellspawn is in range, so he's going to go ahead and take a shot at it. But with a 7, he will miss. That is Pete's turn. Got an imp, and then we've got Gregory. And this imp will go invisible. Gregory, it is your turn.
All right, well, I used all my AP before my turn to help move the couch.
Yes, that's right.
But I have a question and a comment, possibly. So the streetlight from outside, there's obviously light in the room that we're in. Would the streetlight from outside shine into the window as well? Because if we put out the lights in our room, I'm thinking we might also have a little bit of an advantage there.
The streetlight directly in front of the window would shine a little bit of light into the room. So besides that light that's shining in a little bit, you can say the room is otherwise unlit.
Oh, okay. Got it. That was all. I was going to say we should turn off the lights in here, but they already are.
Yeah. All right, we've got a whole slew of imps and Hellspawn, and then Rendo will be up next.
Finally.
Each of the imps in turn are going invisible as they are able to, and moving somewhere.
I think they're going upstairs for couches.
Mm-hmm. They like those couches.
They do love a
It's
good
known.
couch.
It's just a scratching post.
No.
Imps in a barrel.
Right.
It's a game in Dirge.
imps in
Kids
a
love to
barrel.
play it.
Several more of the Hellspawn advance, and Rendo, that will bring us to you.
I thought I would be okay back here, but I can't see how far away any of the enemies are.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty spread out. That's what we get with, like, city block maps. I think the first round
Okay.
is mainly going to be everyone moving into position, but the great thing about how big they are is conjuring works really well.
That's awesome. I'm going to move away from the bar and kind of side-eye Nyx and her mutterings while I do it, and move up behind a table, sort of in the center-ish side of the room. And I want to try to sit and or crouch behind it to use it as a little bit of cover
For sure.
until someone gets more in range for something that I can do.
Sounds good. Got the last wave of villains, followed by Geist. Geist, if you know what you want to do, you can go ahead and narrate your turn. The rest of them are just moving forward in that menacing line.
So I have a perfect vantage point of the entire room. I'm standing at the back near the staircase heading upstairs where I know that Gregory and Nia are. I know we've got the busted out window. I'm going to stay exactly right here because I think that is a perfect spot to make sure nobody's sneaking up behind us. So I'm going to cast out my arms and I'm going to bring forth those same fireflies again as I cast Nature's Remedy on myself to get ready for what is about to happen. And I'm going to roll over my last 2 action points as I survey the space and make sure nobody sneaks up on us.
Perfect. The final Hellspawn Striker will move up, and that's the end of round 1. Nia, we're back to you. You can see a line of Hellspawn that are, I believe, within range of most guns now.
Sweet. I think Nia is going to send a little shadow knife out toward Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. We'll do just the guy in the middle, I think. Oh, no, that's too far. Lies.
Oh, he's still out of range for you?
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I can still shoot him. Is 105 out of a pistol's range? I don't think so.
I believe it's not if you aim, yeah.
What does aiming?
It's an extra AP.
Oh, so it would be 3 instead of 2? Oh, yeah. For sure then. That would be the move. So she's just going to, fire off a shot at this guy. For 13?
That certainly hits.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
these are the, basically the shock troop Hellspawn. They are fast. They hit a little harder than others that are kind of the grunts, but they're easy to hit and they go down fast.
Sweet. All right. Well, I did 3.
All right, he is bloodied.
Should we do that? And just probably slink back down under the window ledge, basically.
Perfect. The occult friend in the very back now is just going to continue his chant, and he's stamping, causing more sparks that he's pulling up into a conflagration that is forming in his hands as he twirls them around. The Hellspawn that just got shot will rush forward, and then it'll be Nyx's turn.
Well, Nyx is gonna stand up, and from her vantage point, she can't see anything or anyone. They're all suddenly gone, which is a little terrifying. So she's going to move out from behind the bar and dip behind a table in the room, just out in front of the bar, to get a little bit different of a vantage point, be able to see where Rendo ran to, and then she will hold over the rest of her AP.
Perfect. Bill, on his turn, is going to take a drag of nicotine and then stamp it out under his shoe, cock his shotgun, and wait for the rest of the enemies to get closer. Pete will take another shot, try to finish off the one that Nia hit, and with a 21, he will do so. Somewhere, somehow, an invisible imp does something, and then it's Gregory's turn.
I hate this.
Did it die? Is that what it did?
It's self-immolated.
That's crazy, because last level up I took Imp Vision.
Infrared?
Exactly, infrared. That's good. All right, Gregory was gonna take a shot at the one running up, but he doesn't have to anymore. He's gonna take a shot at the one just straight ahead when he's aiming.
Okay, at Meanie.
The what? Oh, it has a name.
At
They have
Meanie.
names?
They have names, yeah.
Eeny, meeny.
Miney is dead.
Yeah, listeners, their names are Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, Ifit, and Hollers. Okay, so he's gonna aim at Meanie. I'm not gonna be able to not laugh at all their names now. This is so good. Okay, 14.
That will hit.
Yes. For 3 damage.
All right. Meanie is bloodied.
Oh, for 3 damage. That's his turn. Yeah, he's gonna also kind of slink
Perfect.
behind the couch, like shoots, then just kind of ducks down a little.
Yeah. All right, we've got 2 more invisible imps and 2 more Hellspawn.
Imp visible.
Imp visible. And yeah, Ifit and Hollers will run up to the inn.
Let it go, guys.
Nia and Gregory would see, as is true of most Hellspawn strikers, these ones are predominantly canine features. Each one has a little bit of a variation on canine plus something else. So one of them is like wolf boar, one of them is wolf bear, one of them is wolf leopard, but all of them are very wolfish in appearance. And that'll bring us back to Rendo.
Amazing. I've been wondering why I couldn't see through this window, and that's because it's a door.
That'll do it.
Great. Okay, I am going to move over to my right to the next table across from me that is in front of Nyx. And guess what? I still can't see anyone. This is fine. This is fine.
Pete will shout out, Rendo, get up here. And you have an extra AP. You may choose to ignore him.
I will not ignore him. I will move to... You know what? Full send. I'm just going to move all the way up to the blown out window. And I still can't see it. Okay, never mind. I can see. Who is this? This is Mo. There's Meanie. And there's Eenie. Okay. I am going to take a shot at Meanie with one of my heavy pistols.
Ooh.
No
Hell
way.
yeah.
Nice.
That's a natural
Amazing.
20, Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah. Rendo, how do you do it?
So he's been inching from table to table, and then hears the shout out from Pete. Just goes, fuck it, fine. Runs all the way up to the window, takes out his pistol, heavy sigh because he's notoriously bad at shooting, takes a shot, it goes down. Fuck yeah! And I will take another shot. Let's go for Mo. 12.
That hits.
And that is 3 damage.
And Mo is bloodied.
And I'm gonna say that's my turn.
Perfect. Eenie will run up the street at a diagonal angle, trying to get out of line of sight of some of the gunners from the windows. And an imp somewhere does something. And then it is Geist's turn.
I don't like the ambiguity of these damn imps.
The what? The ambiguity?
The ambiguity of these imps, yeah. So everyone seems to be rushing towards the front, preparing for the actual fight on hand. I believe that Geist is going to be focusing on what happens in case we get overrun, trying to build in some contingency. So he's going to pull out some knives, and he's going to begin to carve in some runes and some sigils onto the wooden floor of this tavern. And I'm going to be working on that as I begin conjuring myself. I'm going to pour all 7 of my action points into this. And the space that is filling the runes and the sigils will actually start to sprout flowers and grass and other types of things that are reminiscent of the Feywild, more so, the Everwilds in this instance, here in the back of this tavern.
Okay. What's the radius on that?
Well, I can actually summon that, cast it anywhere within 30 feet of me. So it's going to be spreading around me at 30 feet.
Gotcha.
So I'm pretty sure Nyx is within that. Nyx, as you're hiding behind the table and the chair, you would see guys simultaneously pseudo-meditating, but also carving into the ground haphazardly as flowers. And the sweet aroma of the Everwilds begins to fill the back of this bar.
I just imagine she's looking forward and then looking down, and all of a sudden there's just flowers at her feet. What is going on?
Just casual things. I'll pump all 7 action points into that.
That will bring us to Mo, who maintains the line of Hellspawn, runs forward, and will be back to Nia up in the 2nd floor.
Nia will, since it's going so well, just shoot again at him. She'll just peek up and take aim and shoot for 15.
That will certainly hit.
Beautiful. 2 damage.
This one is not quite bloodied.
It's fine. That's all Nia's got.
All right. Further in the back, Nia and Gregory especially can see as the maniac continues his deranged chant. And it is Nyx's turn.
Nyx is gonna look down at these flowers and look back at Geist like, the fuck?
I'm calling in some assistance. Don't worry about it.
Oh no. Now I'm worried about it.
I love this. Please continue.
Eyebrow cock. Sure, whatever you say. And then she will pick up a flower to take with her, and she's gonna run towards the blown up side of the building where the wall no longer exists.
Mm-hmm. The burning chassis of a car is in the middle of the rubble.
burning car, fire all abouts. And hey, there's a friend. She will actually get vision on a friend. So she's going to take a shot at them.
At poor
I don't know
Mo.
who that is.
That's
Is
Mo.
that Mo?
It's Mo. He does have cover.
What if I move 5 more feet?
He no longer has cover.
So she will take a shot at dear Mo.
Yes.
That is a 19 to hit.
It does.
Goodbye, Mo.
No, for 2 damage.
He is still alive.
Dang
Good,
it.
because Nyx doesn't kill things, and that would have made her more sad. So that's 4 of Nyx's 6 AP, so she'll take a second shot at dear Mo for an 18 to hit
It does.
for 3 damage.
Nyx, what does it do to you when you kill Mo?
Nyx's hand is shaking horribly as she's running around this tavern, and she sees this hellspawn getting close to Bill, and she takes 2 shots that happen to hit somehow. Oh god. And she'll actually just fall prone behind the table.
Okay.
And she's overwhelmed right now.
Yeah. Perfect. Bill will kick the front door out. It's still on its hinges. He just kicks it open. He will saunter a few steps forward with his shotgun, level it, blast at If It Hollers and Eenie. He will miss, but it's a shotgun. It does half damage on a miss. For 10 damage, that will take out If It. It will not take out either of the others. And he'll just yell, "Anyone else?" And that will bring us to Pete and then to Gregory. Yeah, Pete's just going to take a couple shots and try to finish off Eenie and Hollers. He'll hit with a 12 and miss with a 7, so Eenie is still alive. And Gregory, that will bring us to you.
Alrighty. Oh, he's too far away to shoot. The maniac is too far away. If we shoot at further, is it like a disadvantage?
You can't shoot beyond the aimed range.
Damn.
Yeah. You could jump out the window, though. Get closer.
Tempting.
You should do it.
I don't think I will this time. Gregory's gonna reposition himself in the room. He's looking to see. Oh, there they are. Take out his gun. Aim at Eenie for 13.
That will do it. You can roll damage if you want to. He has 1 health.
Right. From right behind me, he goes, "Look out!" He just shoots. Dead eyes. Oh, I didn't mean to use that again. That was accidental.
It is your name.
Right, yeah. Just right in the middle of the head. And it just goes down.
And you hear Bill call out, "Stop bloody kill stealing!"
Gregory to himself goes, "That's 3.
Pulls out his notebook, marks down a time.
He tattoos himself in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
Right. All right, there is a quick imp-terim as some imps do something, and then it is Rendo's turn.
Mission impossible.
Nice.
You guys are being impossible about this. It's the exact same pun. I'm tired, okay? It's not a word anymore if it's in a movie title. Okay, Rendo takes a look at Pete, does a half deranged smile, says, "Game face on, Pete," and jumps through the blown out window.
You got this, Rendo. You get another AP.
Yay. And guess who's in range of my heavy pistol? It's the maniac. He's gonna get shot at.
Perfect.
And hopefully shot with a 15?
With a 15, yes, he does.
Amazing.
Yes.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And I can do that again. For a 10?
And a 10 will miss.
Okay. Starts banging the butt of the gun on his hand like, "Blasted thing, it worked before." That's my turn.
Perfect. And that'll bring us to Geist.
I have to continue using my full turn to finish conjuring, and it will proc at the beginning of my next turn as the flowers kind of fill in, and more so than it just being flowers and grass, now there are bees and other small insects that are filling this space. It is buzzing with life in this juxtaposed imagery of what is happening at the front of the tavern and what is happening at the back of the tavern. And I'll roll over what I need to because I've already put in the required AP, and I will be ready at the beginning of my next turn.
Beautiful. That will bring us back to Nia. As far as you can tell, you saw 4 imps. You no longer see them, but you know that they are out there. But all of the Hellspawn, essentially cannon fodder, have been gunned down, leaving you with the Invisible Imps and the Maniac.
The Invisible Imps and the Maniac is an amazing band name. Let's just start there, because it needs to be said. Okay. I think Nia is going to chill here at the moment. She can see the dude, but he's too far to really do anything. So as she is sitting there, tucked down, just behind the, window ledge, basically, I think she would just raise up her hand so it was, up in the window like a fist, and then just flick him off.
Mm-hmm.
And then pull her hand down real fast. And that's going to be what she does this turn.
Sounds good. On the Maniac's turn, the sparks and the conflagration that has been building in an orb between his hands, he casts his hands out, and the flames writhe to either side into a line of fire that billows forth and ignites along the front of the inn in a 100-foot line. Powerful magical winds are churning behind this fire and will perpetually push it deeper into the tavern.
Great. Awesome.
As he
in
casts
fact.
Wave of Fire.
Not cool. I'm just making flowers back here. This guy's being rude.
Yeah. That's our vibe.
Oh, there.
Oh, I'm in front of it.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Godspeed, Rindo.
I'm so happy I jumped through the window, actually.
Rindo's and Bill's aggression is paying off because both of you are slightly ahead of where the fire line starts. So this is going to target Nia, Gregory, and Pete. It's going to target your fortitude.
It's that high up?
That's a fair question. How about it's flames? It's a pretty high spell point spell. It's the equivalent of a D&D 5th or 6th level spell. So Gregory and Nia, how about you both give me a luck check, and I'll take your average. If you get a 12 or higher, then it's not high enough to hit you initially.
You gotta roll good because I got a 5.
No way this could be fortuity luck check, right?
Just straight luck.
Had to try.
Oh.
Are
What is with
you
you guys getting the same score?
freaking kidding me?
So we
Pretty
averaged a 5.
lucky. Right.
Perfect.
Okay, so targeting your fortitude.
Oh,
23.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would
I mean,
a hit.
it's only 24 fire damage.
Only.
Shit.
I'm down to 0.
only down to 0. Yeah.
Right. None of you have the burning condition, luckily. You're able to swat away any of the flames before they stick and land on your clothing. But again, there is a churning wind behind this fire that will propagate it deeper into the tavern. Nyx, it is your turn.
I just wanted to lay down on the floor and wallow in my own self-pity for 1 round. Nyx is gonna stand up,
Uh-huh.
walk to the back door. Is this just a room with fucking couches?
Fuck, more couches.
Turner loved couches. Loves. Turner is still alive.
This is just a dead end with 2 couches
With
in
2
it. That's
couches,
what you're
yes.
telling me.
Yes.
This infuriates me more than the fire. She's gonna walk back out of the room that had 2 couches in it and just to the far side of the building. Be able to see him there. Hate that. Dip back behind the table and go prone and hope for the best.
Fair enough.
That's her whole turn. She moved about 10 feet with all of that movement.
That'll bring us to first Bill and then Pete, both of whom have the same idea. Bill is going to just blindly charge the occult maniac with his brass knuckles.
How far can he go?
He can get there if he just dead sprints, so that is exactly what he does, to get right up next to the maniac. Pete will, first he has to make an endurance check because he's starting his turn in flames. He's going to take some more damage. Pete is not looking very good for anyone who can see him right now. He's going to vault out of the window and then charge forward as well, taking cover behind the building across the street from Turner's Toast that has the basement that links the two. And Gregory will be next. Gregory, please make an endurance check.
How about a 16?
All right, you are only going to take half damage.
I can't take damage.
You are going to take 2 death points. And now it's your turn.
First things first. Gonna grab one of those good old healing potions. Chug that real quick.
Reasonable.
Gonna get back 6 HP. Gregory will look at Nia. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, shit.
Yeah, he hightails it right as far as he can go to that back door. Woo! That ends his turn. This way!
Perfect. Flames and smoke are beginning to fill the room as you begin your escape. And Rendo, you are outside. You see the flames sweep to either side of you. If your friends weren't in the building, it would look really cool.
Okay. I see Bill and Pete charge forward. Solid plan. I am going to also charge forward and aim another shot at the maniac.
We got this, Rendo. We're going to take him out here.
Do we?
Maybe not if you roll like that.
Gonna do that one more time. Nope, it's worse.
Rendo, get your head in the game.
Got rotten luck with this bloody thing. And that's my turn.
All right. Geist.
So at the beginning of my turn, my spell procs, and I have been casting Summon Beast. I'm going to use that to summon from the Everwilds an Alpha Wolf, only this Alpha Wolf is made, for the most part, out of plant matter and flowers. They very much look like it's something that you would find in the Everwilds themselves. Granted, a terrible thing to be made of in a burning tavern, but I said what I said. And so that's what we're going to be doing as it manifests here in front of me, and Geist would say to it, I must apologize, Finn. It's been a very long time since I've summoned you to play, and I don't think we're going to get a chance to play today. Do you think you could summon some of your friends and help us get out of here? And I'd like to ask Finn to howl to summon 2 more wolves from the Everwild for us.
You summoned a summoner, you monster.
Would you like me to make the check to see if we can summon forth additional wolves?
Please.
Sweet. So there'll be a charisma check, which is going to be a d20 minus 2. Okay, so it's only an 8, so instead of summoning 2 wolves from the Everwild, we only summon 1 wolf from the Everwild. And as this secondary, smaller, regular stat block wolf appears, I'm going to ask it to stay at the foot of the stairs near the back and guard in case anyone else jumps in, or any other imps or any other feral hellspawn monstrosities come in from the back. And Nathan, if you'll let me do this, I want to jump on the back of Finn because they are a large beast, and then I'm going to move 40 feet over towards where I saw Nyx, and we're going to attempt to, probably on the next turn, jump out the window on a plant wolf and ride out of here.
Nice. Yes, I will allow that.
Beautiful. Well, needless to say, I'm rolling over a stupid amount of AP so I can roll until I fail next turn.
Perfect. All right, Nia, that will bring us back to you up in the second floor of a burning tavern.
Yes. So, having little legs is actually going to pay off for the first time ever because halflings have this really cool thing called Determined, where when you get reduced to 0, you automatically regain 1 hit point. So she's going to actually she will have a hit point right now. She's not going to be at 0, which is great.
Well,
we love to see it.
That is great. I do need you to make an endurance check.
Sure. That's fine. I'm not mad about it. 14?
Okay. That does not quite succeed. So you're going to take 19 damage. I mean, it's a good time to take it because you only take 1 off it. And now you can continue with your turn.
Yeah. So
who's the real monster here, Nathan?
She's gonna drink her healing potion. I mean, we're not mad about it. She got 6 points back, so there's that. Yeah. Okay. Nice. And then I had actually a fair amount of AP held over from last time, so she is going to run over and bite him as well. Because good thoughts.
Was that her jumping over the couch?
That was 100% her jumping over the couch.
That's awesome.
Did you like that?
I did.
Parkour.
Parkour! Parkour. Perfect. And that will be Nia's turn.
Excellent. That's going to bring us to the Maniac, which means that the fire is going to progress.
Good timing.
Yes, good timing to get out of there. And then the Maniac, he has a wild bill in front of him, so he's going to deal with that. He has no good melee options. Who would have thought?
Darn.
Yeah. I guess he's just going to cast Ignite and try to set Bill on fire.
Oh.
But he's going to fail. Can he try again? Yes, he can. There we go.
No.
Whoa.
So that's going to be a crit after that first miss. Bill is going to be burning 1d4, and then the Maniac is just going to withdraw a little bit.
Come on.
All right. Nyx is up, and then Bill.
Nyx is laying on the floor.
Sorry, I should say Nyx is down, but it is her turn.
Nyx is laying on the floor under this table, trying to process life. And from the corner of her eye, she sees Geist riding a fucking plant wall.
There she is, Finn. We have to get her.
As there's a whole wall of fire on the other side of her. She's just gonna sigh and shoot out the window
Consider the window shot out.
and stay exactly where she is.
It's working!
And just stare at the ceiling, not knowing what to do
Beautiful.
with all of this information coming at her at the same time. And she will roll over the single AP that she has.
All right. Bill will move forward to the Occult Maniac. Pete will call out to Bill and give him an extra tier 1 action. So he's going to reload his shotgun, take a shot with it, get a 19, so that will hit. He deals 10 damage to the Maniac. And then he still has 1 action left, so he's just going to punch him.
As Bill does.
As Bill does.
Oh.
Nope.
Not like that.
No, he punches the wall next to him with a crit fail.
Ouch.
And then he's going to take his burning damage, followed by gain his shield HP from morphine. Oh, he started his turn bloodied. He gets 1 more punch, but he still misses with a 13 on that 1-2. Pete is going to pop around the corner, take aim down the side of the building, shooting over some barrels to try to hit the Maniac. And he will fire 2 successful shots, an 18 and a 17, for a total of 19 damage.
Nice.
Yeah. And Gregory, that will bring us to you.
All right. Gregory's going to continue his escape from this upper floor. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah, he's almost to the steps.
Nice.
Opening these doors along the way, he goes, this way, this way, this way. That's his turn.
Excellent. Rendo, would you like some friends?
What kind of friends?
What kind of friends do you think?
Oh,
Don't say M's.
My God. No.
An imp appears next to you and tries to bite your ankle. It gets a 14
Oh.
for an entire 3 damage.
Ah, what the shit?
And then another imp appears and tries to bite your other ankle
No!
and gets a 20.
No!
This one hurts. 7 damage.
Ah.
But it's your turn now.
I'm gonna kick the one that hurt.
Mhm.
15 to hit.
That hits. Yes.
10 damage.
Nice. He is bloodied.
I want to. I don't. God, I hate these things.
Take him out, Rendo. 1 more AP.
Okay. I kick it again. Hopefully, I can destroy at least one. Oh, 7.
Yeah. Can't with a roll like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run.
Sure.
And I will roll over my remaining AP for that.
Perfect. And Geist. And what was the wolf's name? Flora?
Finn
Finn.
the wolf.
Finn the wolf.
Yeah,
Yep.
Finn the
It
wolf.
is your turn.
Well, we're going to use our first action here, and we're going to move 40 feet to get over to where Nyx is currently having an existential crisis down on the ground between Fire and Geist on a flower wolf. Geist would look down to Nyx. Nyx, this is Finn. Say hello. Finn, this is
Hi,
Nyx.
Finn.
Now, hop on. We're going to get out of here now. Is that all
What?
right with you? Yes. Clamber aboard. This place is burning down. We should be outside of it when it does.
Okay. She will if you let me, Nathan.
For sure, yes. I'm going to say the wolf is slowed while it has 2 people on it.
As long as we're able to jump out the previously blown out window,
Yes.
then that is completely fine.
Yep. You haven't used it yet, but before you ask, no MCAP or anything like that. You can use it as a mount, but it's not trained as such.
That's completely reasonable. Completely reasonable. And while we're jumping through the air in this now canonically slow motion, Geist would turn to you on the back of Finn. Are you hurt? I could heal you if you need any assistance. Crash!
How does one respond to this situation?
You don't have to say anything. I release my arms off of Finn and fireflies come off and begin to heal both of us.
Oh my god.
Yep, she thinks she's dead right now. Like, this is all a fever dream.
Right.
She did take the acid even though Pete said not to. We're just processing.
I am wasting the spell points just because it's a good bit. And I'm going to cast Nature's Remedy twice so that there's extra fireflies around us. I'm going to heal Nyx once and heal myself once as well.
Very good.
This is not happening, right?
Hey, you just wait. You get 5 points of healing back.
Shit.
And I get 6, apparently. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. And that's going to be our turn.
Nia, I
love
imagine you're running.
Oh, new world. Yes. She is running. She probably could get about the same amount of distance. Yeah, she's got enough. She's going to find herself. Move, girl, move. I'm coming. Never forget my little legs. Just run.
Keep it up just fine.
Just running.
Amazing. The fire spreads behind
Just
you.
keeps getting bigger.
I just realized Gregory's running the same speed as someone half his height, and now he's wondering, he's like, am I out of shape? What's going on?
And on the occult maniac's turn, you see, I knew he was going to end up in melee eventually, but I didn't think to review what he could do in melee, which is very, very little.
That's
Very
fine.
little.
Especially with Bill.
Especially with Bill. Oh, here we go. He's got a radius attack. So he's going to explode. But he only gets a 7. Oh, and he crit fails on a roll of 1 through 5, so he just crit failed, which means that he takes his own damage.
No way.
Do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second.
I mean, he might just. I think he will do it again.
No, like crit fail though.
Okay, well,
Do worse.
he doesn't crit fail, but he does just hit. So he's going to take the first bout of damage, and Bill is going to take the second. The Occult Maniac deals 12 damage to himself of various elemental types. Lightning, followed by more lightning, followed by necrotic, in case anyone at home cares. And then Bill takes 1 fire damage, 4 corrosive damage, and 2 cold damage, for a total of 7 damage.
Oof.
Nyx, you are up on a plant wolf.
Wow, the plant wolf, man. Nyx is just she's not in range of anything. She's just gonna wrap her arms around Geist's waist and just put her forehead against his back. It just let out another sigh and hold over all her AP. That's it. We're being super helpful in this fight. She's doing great. She's doing great,
Amazing.
guys.
Yeah.
She's fighting her own inner demons.
She's fighting so many demons right now.
You don't even know. You don't even know, people.
Perfect. Bill is gonna do some brass knuckle action. He'll hit with an 18. He will miss with a 7. He will hit with a 20, and Pete will shout out, and he'll hit with a 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
6
nice.
damage.
Let me do my 1-2
10
punch.
damage, that's 16. And 9 more damage, that is 25 damage.
Woo!
Pete, likewise, is first going to shout out, keep your head in the game, Rendo. We're almost through this. And he will give you 5 shielded hit points.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And then he's going to try to shoot the imp that you stepped on, and he will hit it and take it out. So there's still one
Yes.
imp behind you, but one
Blasted
is down.
bugger.
He'll move closer up to the barrels so that he has cover on 2 sides of his body, and so that he's a little bit closer to Bill and the maniac. Speaking of Bill, burning damage, morphine. He takes 1 damage, he gains 3 shield HP. Good for him.
Good for him.
And that's going to bring us to Gregory.
Ooh. Is the growth of the plants and flowers spreading to the second floor? Because I saw the areas underneath us, like where above us we are. Wow, that was worded terribly. We are standing above where it is beneath us. Does it also spread upstairs?
I would say that's up to Nathan. I think it would primarily be on the ground of the tavern, but because I was so close to the stairs, I could see it making its way up the stairs. There's also a plant wolf sitting at the bottom of the stairs like the goodest boy on their haunches.
Yeah, I remember that, and I remember you saying that it needs to be on guard. Does it know we are upstairs?
Mechanically, it will not attack allies.
Okay.
Narratively, we can write that off however we want. The instructions were to be on the lookout for imps and hellspawn, and so they're using its nose and its ears to look out for those types of baddies. It's also probably going to wag its tail when it sees you because it wants to play.
Oh, okay, wonderful. I love this now. I was nervous and now I'm happy. Yeah, he has enough movement speed to he has enough movement to get downstairs, stop by the wolf, and just go, 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 go. Oh, hello? Gives it a quick little pet and then remembers what he has to do. I'm sorry, I'll be back for you later. And now I'm in the plants and I know everything's burning and terrible and bloody around me, but I'm like, oh, it smells kind of nice in here.
Right, you walk out into the middle of a meadow in the middle of the burning tavern.
Gregory feels serene.
As you walk down the stairs, Fidelity just looks at you with wide eyes and a what do I do expression on her face.
Forgot Fidelity was back there with the wolf.
Yeah, he motions to her.
She's just sitting there petting the wolf.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, she's
with,
not.
with her foot
Wow.
or her tail.
Wow.
Oh!
Head boops, maybe?
Yeah,
This
head,
wolf
head
is
booping.
trained as an ESA.
Nuzzles.
Nuzzling,
Some
yeah,
nice
nuzzling
nuzzles
the
going
wolf.
on.
Yeah, some nuzzles going on.
Yeah, Gregory just goes, I think we should get out of here. You should probably follow me.
She nods.
Wonderful.
All right, Rindo, the imp behind you is going to crawl after you and nip at your heels again.
Mm-mm.
And
Why?
a 15, I know. Still only 3 damage.
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
I'm gonna run forward again.
Yeah.
I hate these things. And I'm gonna keep running, actually, right up to the maniac.
Excellent.
And I would like to reach out and swipe at his face.
Okay.
Well, it's a 14.
It's not quite going to hit.
Yeah.
Get in there, Rindo.
I can do it again. For worse. That is my turn.
The imps are getting to you. The imps are getting
Yep.
to you, Rendo.
They're in my head.
I need someone else within range to start giving them AP instead.
What is this metaphysical currency you speak of?
And Geist, it's your turn.
So the fireflies are just now subsiding as we move an additional 40 feet further away from the burning building. And Geist would again,
You're going to need to hold on tight. And we're not moving that quickly, but I'm really not driving so much. He's going to take us where he wants us. Oh, hold on a second.
and I begin to summon an eldritch orb as I get into range of the last imp. And I just fire this ball of inky blackness out of the way, which is so terribly juxtaposed to the beautiful creature that we are riding on. And I'm going to make my eldritch orb attack at the remaining imp that I believe Rindo just walked away from. This would be versus AR, so it'd be a 10.
That is not quite going to hit the...
That's so sad. That's so sad.
It is. I'm sad for you.
It's okay.
I'm also sad for you.
Who said that?
Nix, if you were watching, I definitely hit something right then. But
You just feel her head nod.
That's our turn.
All right. Nia, you're
doing
at the
great.
top of the stairs. You see the floral growth on the lower portion of the stairs. You see the wolf and Fidelity.
Yes, but at this point, Gregory is like starting to kind of lead Fidelity out, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Because I like to think that she would have run around that corner and been first taken aback by all of the like greenery growth out of nowhere. Then she would see the wolf as Gregory and Fidelity are running. So she's, oh goodness, what is all this? And, oh my God, look at you, for the love of you. You're precious. And she's going to start walking up to the wolf and just loving on it because it's just the biggest puppy to her, thinking about her sweet Tinker at home, safe and home, thank God. Oh, okay. I wonder, could I ride this giant wolf?
No, that one is a regular-sized wolf, but you are
damn.
small of stature.
I am very
She
small.
is a wee.
I am wee.
Halflings mechanically are small. I would allow you to ride the plant wolf.
Perfect.
Yay.
Now, as with the bigger one, no MCAP, which is mount a creature action points. You can move with you on its back, but you can't command it to make attacks on your behalf or anything
Sure.
like that.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I think she definitely would ride the wolf. God love ya.
Perfect. Now, would it interpret its commands as like protecting allies as well and want to move away, or would it stay rooted to look out for danger?
I'm not going to ruin a good thing. The way the spell is worded, I'll let you adjudicate this, is it listens to allies' instructions and does menial tasks, such as carrying and lifting things or pushing things or doing, fighting and combat. I think it takes instructions from everyone, not just me.
Yeah, listens to allies is pretty clear, so that works for me.
Are you just the best boy?
The fire in the front of the tavern is continuing to increase in size. The Occult Maniac is going to attempt to explode again, see if it works out better for him this time. That's a crit fail with a 3. He will take 3 lightning, he will take 6 necrotic, and he will take 2 cold for a total of 11 damage. But he is going to try it again. It's a tier 2 action, he can do 2 of those.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
He said the
It's
B
the
team.
best day ever. Is he gonna take
That was a
himself
3,
out?
which is a crit fail. Bill just goes, stop kill stealing. He's going to take 1 fire damage. He is going to take 4 corrosive damage. So he's just burning and melting himself, and 6 more necrotic damage. He really looks like the Wicked Witch of the West right now, but also on fire.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
That's 11 more damage. And that will bring us to Nyx.
Nyx is gonna look to where Geist totally hit something.
You see an unharmed imp.
Seeing him chilling. And she's just gonna take out her pistol and take shots at it. It's a 14 to hit
That will hit.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
Nix, you have to at least warn me to cover my ears. You just shot that right by me.
That's a 19 to hit
That hits.
for 5 damage
It's bloodied.
and a 10 to hit.
10 will miss.
So she'll just put 3 shots right next to Geist's ear.
Oh.
I hit it.
What?
And that's all her AP.
Perfect. Bill is gonna pump his shotgun. He's going to level it at the maniac's face. This one's for Sheldon. That's a dirty 20 for 13 damage, and he takes down the occult maniac.
Fuck yeah.
You know what? We'll call it there. There are 2 invisible imps left. They will not be able to ambush anyone effectively because there's nothing else to distract the rest of the party. So once they appear, everyone will quickly be able to dispatch them.
Where were they?
They were getting ready to flank Finn and Finn's occupants, Geist and Nyx.
That would be a bad move, imps. When will they learn?
When will they learn that your actions have consequences?
Here's the immediate question. Are you going to try to save the toast? Because it is burning down if you don't.
Is the building worth it?
Nyx doesn't give a shit, but she's currently on a wolf.
I think Geist primarily is trying to get himself, Nyx, and the others away from the burning building. But maybe could I make an intellect check or of some kind to see if it's possible or even worth saving? Like, you can look at a building and be like, ooh, I don't think we have the capabilities to do anything about this.
Yeah, an intellect check would be very appropriate for that. Dungeoneering comes to mind as an applicable skill. Engineering even more so.
That'll be a dirty 20.
That'll work too. The building is, short of mobile water tanks on wheels, which haven't yet been invented. There's not going to be an easy way to, or even a feasible way to contain these flames.
Oh man, all those drugs were inside.
Gregory and Nia are right next to the drugs, so if you want to grab some armfuls of drugs, I will let you do that on the way out.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Any guns or anything I see, the drugs, right in my coat pockets. Everything's going in there.
Yeah. Don't see any more guns. You see some more ammunition. Both of you make a luck check, because you've done so good at those tonight.
How about a 16?
Okay.
Ooh. Oh. And a 17.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Yes, you salvage many drugs.
Thank goodness. When it really counts, you know? When
Yeah, that's right. You were saving up.
Please don't give the wolf any drugs.
Just a little treat.
I think with that intellect check, Geist is going to keep moving and wants to get over by Bill, over by Pete, by Rindo, and get people away and keep people safe. There's no reason going in and possibly losing people whenever we've already lost.
Yeah. Pete will just look at the building and he'll say, wasn't supposed to go down like that.
I don't think any of it was supposed to go down like that.
I ran all the way over here, and I didn't even get to hit the man. I don't do cardio.
We all have something to work on. Nix doesn't do cars.
Not going to work on that. Can we go home?
Feels a bit anticlimactic.
Well, I fear there's not much left here for us now. I'd best be somewhere else whenever the authorities and other individuals come looking as to what happened here this evening.
We've distracted them, but that doesn't mean they won't come around, especially to make sure the fire doesn't spread, burn the whole city down. Yeah, we should clear out. And Pete will turn around and then he'll just rub his temple and he'll go, oh, bloody hell. And if any of the rest of you would turn and follow his line of sight, you would see a string of clothes that are moving out on a clothesline. Someone is pulling to string the clothes along. There would be a pair of tied socks. There would not be any clothespins that are not in use. And then wine red trousers, sage green button-up shirt, and a smoky light gray hat. And Bill just goes, fuck.
What's that mean? What's
I
that
know,
mean?
Who hangs hats?
Why are we freaking out over clothes?
How else do you dry them?
Do you not wash your laundry?
While all this is happening, Gregory is with like a little pocket knife or something. He's carving into the barrel of his gun just 3 tally marks.
Nice.
I think Nyx would be a little slow to the party. She's overwhelmed right now, and she would look up at the clothes, and her face would just go blank. Fuck. What are we going to do?
What is it? What's happening? Did we miss someone? Is there
Is
someone
no one
else
going
coming?
to tell me nothing? What's going on?
Pete, Bill, we can't keep fighting.
No, we need to recover.
Rendo has been trying to ask a question. It seems like there is a conversation happening here that we are not all privy to. What do we need to know?
Where do we go?
Molitor has taken the cause.
How do you know this?
What?
You got that from clothes?
Yeah, it's right there. Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
Look, it's a whole system. Clothes intentional. I'll provided we live through the next couple days, I'll
Oh
make
no,
sure
don't
you're
give a
all-
shit about that. I'm worried about can't go back to the cause.
Yeah, Cobbler's cause. Well, we don't know the specific location. I mean, we know that they've taken or are otherwise taking green bakes. We can infer that means the cause.
You
So
green banks, not just the cause.
In terms of political and tactical power, the two are synonymous. You can only convey so much on a clothesline.
The clothes aren't that specific.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the nuance.
where can
Well,
we
what
go?
the fuck was all this for? Gregory motions behind him. What the fuck was all this for? Why did we do all? If the cause is gonna be taken, we're gonna lose Sheldon. We're gonna lose the toast. What are we doing?
Losing.
Badly losing.
We need to not be here. Can we go back to the new lease, or I don't know, I'm sure there's some place in Rumble Row we can go.
Those would be the two options. New Lease, Rumble Row, maybe the Temple.
If they have full control of Green Bank, before we go anywhere else, I have to go to my shop. There are things that might be of benefit, things that I need, things that would cause problems if they fell into someone else's hands.
Guys, can I go with you?
Yes.
Full control may be an overstatement. I do believe that we have a shot at turning this around. What we know is that there's a chance to take it back. The informants are recommending that we strike back as fast as we are able to. We know it's Molitor. We know that they are in points of significance in Greenbanks, presumably the cause, possibly Rhonda's.
We should be careful going back. We should put eyes out to see if we can get any kind of idea where they are and where they aren't. Take our time. I do think we should split. I don't think we should be a big group going through the roads.
I agree. Keep a low profile. We should have a predetermined place to meet, though, or a predetermined time to launch an offensive from multiple angles back on the cause. As you're all talking, a car that is clearly, it has been shot a few times. It is leaking. There is smoke coming out from under the hood. It limps its way up the road and parks not far away from the conflagration, and Stacy Truby and Annabelle Truby would get out. They both look much worse for the wear.
Hello, I guess.
Stacy will look at each of you. She has taken it. She's taken the cause. Informants say she hasn't taken Rhonda's yet.
Aria.
Yeah, who else? Where's Sheldon?
She took him too, love.
Stacy's facade cracks and then is immediately reinforced with a layer of steel underneath that takes over everything else.
Well, we should go to Guy's shop. Should we all meet at the new lease? Should some of us go someplace just tomorrow morning, bright and early?
If they truly haven't taken Rhonda's yet, if that is accurate information still, would it be wise for us to attempt to congregate and gather at Rhonda's before they can take it?
Stop the advance. Prepare a counter-strike tomorrow after we've rested up.
If they give us that much time, yeah.
Are we in the shape to survive
We've
it?
certainly had losses, but they've had losses too.
Aye.
But to answer your question, no. I don't think we are, Nix.
Right, you lot go to Geist's shop, you get what you need. We'll go to the rendezvous. Recommend that you join us there when you're able to.
Be careful.
Likewise. And Annabelle would walk over to Pete, Annabelle being his wife. When she touches him, you would see that his facade would crack similar to the way that his mother's did, but that he would also maintain that steely persona. And then Pete, Annabelle, Bill, and Stacy would together make their way away towards Rhonda's, leaving the five of you plus 2 flower wolves and a fiendblood Kedek.
Well, let's make use of our compatriots here while we have them. They'll have to return to the Everwild soon, but I don't think anyone will be messing with us as we walk down the streets with 2 wolves by our side. Let's head to my shop.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Guys, can I talk to you over here?
Yeah, of course. Nix, you stay with Finn. He seems to have taken quite a liking to you. I'll be right back. What is it, Rendo?
He glances at Fidelity. She said they're tracking her. I don't want to leave her by herself, but if we're taking her around with us, they know potentially exactly where we are.
There's a cool, calm, collected demeanor that is kind of demarcated by the multiple gunshots and the fact that he's been down to 0 and has multiple death points.
Rendo, if they've taken Greenbanks, they're going to know soon enough everywhere that we go. We'll have to choose between leaving Fidelity somewhere alone, where they're unprotected, and us being a little bit more at odds against Molitor. Well, I'll take being at odds with Molitor every single day. Fidelity stays with us. Let them track her. They know where my shop is already. I'm sure they've known about that for a very long time.
He looks down at the ground. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me for just doing what is right. No one deserves to be a pawn or thrall of this organization. Nobody, Rendo.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're good. I'm good.
Good. And Renda, while we're there, you can tell me if you've seen any of those missing cards. He attempts to make a jest to break the awkward silence of this drab and dreary night.
I'm gonna start heading over. All right, it's let's go. Everyone to Guy's shop. Quickly starts walking away.
As you make your way towards the Whispering Winds, is there any other conversation you want to be sure happens? It's only about a 0.7-mile walk from where you are.
Not a conversation from me, but I just want to ask people on the street, yes, no, reactions when they see this crew, some riding giant plant wolves, others just on death's door chilling. I just want to get a vibe check on my neighbors.
Yeah, it's pretty late at night, and there has been a fair amount of police activity in Mire Depths tonight, based on the blackmail that was all set in motion. So the streets are fairly empty. Mire Depths being just to the west of Greenbank, some of that news has traveled pretty quickly for people to stay indoors. There have been some stings, and even a few blocks away, you can turn back and you can see the trail of billowing smoke that is underlit by the fire of Arya's toast. So there's a clear beacon as to where something really bad went down, which is likely to also draw additional cops and or do-gooder vigilantes. So no, the streets are pretty bare. There are some trash griffins. They give you a wide berth because of the wolves.
That's fair. I understand that.
At a certain point, Gregory, just to Nyx, he'll kind of grab her and go, Kristen.
Where is she? She was never around us when we left.
No, I told her to take some time off and be with my parents, but they're just right across the river. I gotta get them out of Rumble Row.
Gregory, at this point, you're going to be trying to get them out of Old Dirge. I think Rumble Row is safe right now. My parents are there too. Worry about one place at a time. They're okay.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tries to calm himself down, but he's a mess now.
Guys, could I have a luck check?
Yeah, of course. I would gladly do that for you. Okay.
Maybe a
gonna-
better one?
Yeah, it's going to be a 6.
It's gonna
Unless
be a
you'd like me to
6?
roll until I get a better number, yeah.
He's on a wolf with a very lucky person right now, so.
You're, as far as I'm aware, not an Oracle spec to let other people reroll. Okay. Guys, you would reach your store, and you would see that the windows have been broken in.
All right. Yep. I don't think there's time to question or wait. I think there is an immediate look to the rest of the group and rushing in to get to business. If there are people in here, he needs to deal with them before they could possibly find or get whatever he's got hidden away in this place. So I think it is very, very, to be quite honest with you, this is the one private, safe place that he has had since getting free of Molitor and living on the streets. And so of all the things that have lost, this is a different type of emotional loss, this invasion of privacy, the only semblance of home that he has built for himself over the past couple of years after a very, very, very challenging decade. So I think it's straight in and starts looking to see what's been taken, what's been destroyed, what's left.
Renda's rushing in as well in case there's people that need to be dealt with.
Okay, I think what we're going to do to represent this, because there are indeed some burglars or pilferers that are affiliated with Molitor, and they have a little bit of backup from some occultists. So what we're going to do to represent this, because they don't have any high-level players with them, nothing that would pose a real challenge for you, is we're going to introduce a little bit of narrative combat here, which is like Roger's magic phrase. I'm going to have each of you take one turn to do as much damage as you can. We're going to assume all of your attacks hit, but none of them crit. Based on the total amount of damage you do, I will then respond with some damage, based on how many people live through the initial onslaught. And then that will be the end of the combat. So we'll go ahead and roll initiative just for each of you, just to determine the order that the damage is dealt. The wolves are still up and can also do damage.
Where was that last time?
Wow.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
That's a 13 for Geist.
Nick's got a 2.
16 for Nina.
I think I got an 11.
Perfect. All right, so we will start with Rendo. You rush in. It doesn't look like they're here to burn the place down or anything. It really looks like they're just here to loot it because they know that Geist collects oddities that could be useful. So There are burglars with bags haphazardly shoved full of junk. There's a couple of cultists that have little candle flames dancing at their fingertips to provide some scant illumination without broadcasting, like, hey, we're here, we're robbing. So you rush in, you see these individuals, maybe 6 or 8 of them. What do you do?
I take my battle axe off my back and use it with both hands and just slam it down on top of the head of whoever's nearest me. It's going to be 12 damage.
Excellent. Next is Nia.
I think really all she can do is do a shadow knife. So it would be 1 point of necrotic and 2 points of sharp damage.
Perfect. 15 total from the group. That'll bring us to Geist entering into your own shop, your violated shop.
Yeah, you're such a diabolical deviant here, Nathan, because my plan as a player was to keep this riding for a little bit longer, but you've hit me right in the emotional feels. And so I think as soon as he steps into the threshold, there is no way in hell that he doesn't just let Valor take control again, as he just pauses and then claws his way, having to dip as this 9.5-foot fiery shadow demon into the space and begin to essentially mind fist these individuals to death, starting with the nearest and working my way to those furthest away.
Mm-hmm. This would be the first time that all of you verifiably have seen this.
Yeah, I was definitely not going to keep that going for like 2 or 3 more episodes between, but you know, it'll be 33 points of psychic damage, starting with those closest moving away.
Super chill and reasonable.
It's my middle name.
Perfect. Gregory, you witness Geist get possessed and explode forth into this fiery Balrog-looking entity.
He blinked. The fuck is that?
Yeah, literally, that's Gregory looks at Nix, he goes, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, he'll storm in after them too. He wants to, the nearest person, if there's like a bookshelf or like something he wants to push it onto them, and then in their struggle just take a shot with his gun too.
Perfect.
7 damage.
Nice. And lastly, we've got Nyx.
Nyx, who's still just sitting on top of Finn, watches this happen, and I think to anyone's surprise that was looking at her, if they were looking at her, doesn't even react. Takes out her pistol, and the last individual that Baylor was going for, she just shoots it in the head. 3 damage.
All right. Speaking of the wolves, they do 16. Perfect. So all of you together did 74 damage. That will leave one of the occultists in the back who is providing that dim illumination. Everyone else has been wiped out. So he's going to make a couple attacks based on the order of people that went in and on the most obvious threats. These are going to target first Rindo and then Geist. As with your attacks, these will just hit, but will not crit. So Rindo, you're going to take 9 fire damage, and then Geist, you will take 5. And then the duration of the fight wraps up as you've easily finished dispatching this solo cultist that is left after your initial rush into the shop.
What if we didn't finish them?
That would also be fine.
Would Valor allow that?
What I want to ask for, because I'm making this up, so Nathan, you can always rule this. I want to make like an endurance check or a charisma check of some kind to see if Geist can actually, because that's what Geist wants to do. It's not what Valor wants to do. So I want to put something mechanically to the dice to give Geist a chance to show that he can take control. What would you like it to be?
I think the charisma is more appropriate. It's like is this Eddie Brock or Venom that we're dealing with here? Yeah, I think charisma is more appropriate.
Do you want it to be a flat check, or do you think it would be reasonable for me to try to throw like a persuading on there?
Let's just do a flat check, but it'll be against your own willpower.
Oh, man. Is it dimly lit in here?
That's effectively a flat roll at that point, but...
Yeah. Okay. All right. That will miss. There's no way Geist gets through. I like that. Let's keep that.
Cool. Okay, so the final occultist is gruesomely dispatched of, and you are all in the Whispering Wind. It appears from a very quick glance, Geist, that beyond the damage to the windows and possibly some of the more fragile antiques that were just carelessly thrown into bags, doesn't look like there was much other damage to your establishment, and it doesn't look like anything was actually carried out yet. It was just being bundled up to.
How long do you think the narrative encounter lasted?
I mean, 30 seconds or less.
Okay. So I'll stay true to it. If I wasn't able to get control of Valor, then there's probably another minute and a half of him stomping about and looking around and attempting to make sure that there's no one else there, checking the back alley and looking around to ensure. I just feel like it'd be a little bit like a wild animal to a certain degree. I think he's a little bit unruly, but he wouldn't inherently attack you all unless you all give him a reason to.
What we do? Geist, was he in there? Geist, can you hear us? Do we do something? Just let him walk it out?
Just stop boarding up the windows.
Okay.
Gregory leaves the Whispering Winds and he goes, I'm staying out of there. I don't know what the hell that is, and I don't want to be near it right now.
Gregory, it's not safe.
Finn gives you the peace sign and then disappears back to the Everwild.
Bye, Bumper.
Gregory, please, it's not safe. Just get inside.
Gregory inches inside, slams the door behind him, and then hugs it as close as he can.
You slam the door, Valor turns and looks at you with like red demon eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry! He sinks down onto the ground. I'm sorry. His hands are up. I didn't mean to.
I think it's reasonable that whenever a guy kind of like falls out of the form of Valor, that he's sweating profusely, like he's had the worst nightmare you've ever had and you've been sweating in your sleep for whatever that looks like. He looks exhausted, even though he didn't even take that much damage from the, quote, fight. And I think he just plops on the ground and looks at you all very guilty and very disappointed that you all had to witness him do that. It's like you knew that you were a problem and you just made it everybody else's problem.
Being directly across from him in the store because Nia has just, in her own little sobbing mess, posted up in this little nook of a book stack, just would look at him and make eye contact and like shake her pack of cigarettes like, do you need one?
I think weakly.
No, I don't smoke. It's bad for your health.
Gregory's gonna run up. Guys, are you okay? Did that thing hurt you?
No more than I've hurt it. Thank you for caring, Gregory. Did I hurt you?
No, but I'm even more confused now after that statement. I gotta have like a blank expression now and just start looking through the things. He's lost.
I think Geist looks to Rindo, who's right around the bookcase near the front desk, near the entryway, and then looks over to see where Nyx is sitting by the hearth in a chair, and does that classic half-step, arm forward gesture to go over there, and then runs upstairs to go and search my hidey holes. I need to get the letter from the Gentleman Brigands. I need to get the Shadowcroft book, and probably a little bit of like my miscellaneous coin and things that I've got stashed away. And of course, I would collect some of the relevant oddities and trinkets, things that I think that could be used against us, but I'll leave most of the tchotchkes and trinkets that were just pleasantries. But I'm very focused on the book and I'm very focused on the letter.
You do recover both of those.
I think Rendo would very slowly follow up the stairs. Can I come in?
Of course, Rendo, you used to live here. You can come in. The place is still practically yours.
Just trying to be polite. What was that?
That was a parting gift from Mulator, from when they kept me prisoner.
And you haven't told anyone else?
It's a challenging thing to bring up in casual conversation. Hi, my name is Geist. I own the Whispering Winds. It's an establishment in Green Banks. By the way, sometimes I'm possessed by a 9.5-foot tall fiery shadow demon. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You already get through half of that when you introduce yourself to people, so...
It's the second half that's so much harder, though. It doesn't go down well.
I know you want to talk to Nyx, and I think you should.
Did you see the way they were looking at that pool of a body? I know I did that. How do you explain to someone who was so hurt, so moved by the gruesome way in which I did that, and say, Yes, I'm so sorry. That was me. I quartered that woman. Sorry. Those are things I never
Geist.
thought I would have to say to some... Yes, Rendo?
From what you just told me, you didn't do that. Molitor did.
I wish it were that easy. I can feel what he's feeling. I can think what he's thinking. He's justifiably angry. Yes, his methods are a tad bit grotesque, but you cannot argue with the results. I think what I'm actually afraid of is I'm not angry. I'm not angry at Valor for what he has me do. That's what I'm afraid of admitting, Rendo.
It's alright. It's not wrong. Not that I'm the best judge of what right and wrong is in these circumstances, but
I think it's all relative. Continue.
it's also not your conscious decisions every time. You're just sort of there. And I think if you just talk to her, I think she'd understand.
Geist kind of slaps the top of this. I believe it was a purple leather-bound tome that was quite large.
Well, I was going to give this to Nyx as a gift when we went for a walk about town, but maybe it will help break the ice just a little bit. Do you think it would be overselling it?
I mean, can
He
I
lifts
ask?
up this terrifying book.
Do you think that she'd like it?
Can I ask what it is?
I believe it's a tome on the Shadowcrofts. I also believe that this is human skin. It's quite rare.
Right. Yeah, kinda. It does look like it. Judging by how she's reacted in more gruesome circumstances, I think there might be a better way to break the ice, at least for right now.
Right. You're right. Of course, I'm so stupid. Thank you, Rendo.
Just for now. I mean, it's giving her a gift is a great idea, I think. But
just
maybe not
a tome of
human skin.
human skin. Right, of course. I should have thought that. So glad you're my friend, Rendo.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you're mine.
Okay, well, I gotta find something to wrap this in. It's huge.
I'll take off my vest. Does this work?
Well, if there's something that people can call us a lot of things, Rendo, but inconspicuous, that will never be one of them. This'll work perfectly.
Do you want me to carry it, or do you want to?
I'll keep a hold of it. You grab the rest of my source cards. There's another box here.
Got it.
And we'll start making our way down after we get the important things, the important items.
During that time that you two are upstairs, are the other three of you doing anything? Nyx, Nia, Gregory?
She's just sitting in a chair in the south of the shop, looking out the window, flipping a single silver coin that she recently acquired.
Gregor will be just perusing, meandering about. He'll pass Nyx at one point, like just put his hand on his shoulder, stop for a second, just continue browsing.
I think the longer Nia sits by this stack of books, smoking and quietly crying, distraction would get the better of her, and she would start looking at what was next to her, just to have something to be doing other than smoking and crying.
All right. Well, after a few minutes, Rendo and Geist come back downstairs.
Rendo is reluctant to make any sort of eye contact with Nia.
Gregor will look at them. He'll go, Did they get anything you thought they would?
They didn't take the important things. It looks like they just trashed the place a little bit, and they were preparing to make off with some items, but no.
And he just taps the giant tome bound in the vest now.
It seems we have the important things. Well, most of the important things.
And I think it's hard for him not to just look at Nia, sobbing, smoking, looking at the books in a crumpled heap in his shop, where she had spent so much time perusing happier times.
Oh, good. What a relief. That was a good idea to come here. Good thing we cut them off before they could get too much.
Yeah, could have gone loads worse.
It could have. And there's still something else that I have to check before we leave. I can't imagine that we'll be able to come back here for some time, but I'll check on that prior to leaving.
And I think Geist goes and puts the book on the front counter and then walks up to Nia and kind of kneels down to Nia there. And I am fairly positive Geist has always intentionally kept like an arm's length away from Nia because they've had this unspoken respect. I don't ask shit about your life. You don't ask shit about my life. Favor customer energy. And I think he just kneels down and gives Nia the biggest hug. The type of hug where like you can't hear you crying anymore because you're nestled in my chest.
Yeah, that would be, I think that she would be remarkably still in that moment. Yeah, and through it quietly. It's a good thing we didn't lose anything else, right?
Nia, and this is very much in a whisper because I think you know how to communicate with people differently based on who they are and what they need in that time.
Nia, point me in a direction, and I will take care of them for you.
Mr. Geist, my brain is about as clear as mud at the moment, but I will remember what you have said, and I will take it into consideration. Lights another cigarette.
I think Geist does that awkward thing where he like walks around and pretends to be looking at things in his own shop as he's trying to work up the courage to go and talk also to Nyx. It's like, oh, this is interesting. When did this get here? That's so strange. Oh my goodness. And at a certain point, Nyx would probably notice that he's been at the table behind her next to the hearth for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, lifting things up, putting them back down, rearranging.
Geist, is that particularly interesting?
They did move some things. I wish they would have put them back, but I imagine that they didn't have much of a chance to do so whenever we brutally murdered them.
Why would they have put them back if they were going to take them?
I don't know. I hate shoplifters, though. They get me all out of sorts.
We're not going to stay here. Do we need to go find Greg?
And that's what I was getting ready to do, and I was going to ask if you wanted to come with me.
Can't leave Greg behind.
No, he's the best of us.
And he'll start walking out the back to go see if we can find Greg. He's hoping to find the entire small army, but primarily Greg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make a luck check or an awareness check.
Can I make a luck check?
Yes, you can
For
make
Greg?
a luck check. For Greg.
Do you want us both to roll, or just one of us?
I'll take rolls from both of you.
Well, that's
Sweet.
good, because that's only a 14, which is quite bad for Nyx.
Will you allow investigating for awareness?
Yes.
Being 18 for Geist.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take you terribly long to trace your way down a network of alleys, and after a short time, you would hear a couple soft thumps behind you, and you would turn around and you would see trash griffins flanking your retreat, both holding letter openers. And then you would hear that same thump thump, and you would see that they have cut you off so that you're completely stranded between two sets of trash griffins.
He mockingly puts up his hands in the alley to admit defeat and that he's cornered.
They nod and chirp approvingly at your surrender, and then from between the two that have dropped down in front of you, they would both part a little bit, and Greg would slink through with a letter opener sheathed in a bit of twine, and he's got a little makeshift beret that he's fashioned out of something that is on his head.
Oh my god.
I feel like it was just last week that I was arming them and giving them letter openers. Now they've formed a little society here. It brings a tear to my eye, Nyx. Oh, Greg, I've missed you, but I'm glad you're safe. It looks like you have quite the force that you've amassed here. How have the Southerlies been doing? They haven't gained any ground, have they? Yeah, of course. Greg, we have our own Southerlies to deal with. We call them the
Are you going to introduce
Westerlies.
me? Are you just going to talk away to the...
I'm so sorry. I got so emotional whenever I saw Greg. Greg, this is Nyx. Nyx, this is Greg. Greg and his force.
Hi, Greg. I don't have any trash on me. I'm almost dead. I hope you can accept my apologies.
Do you have any small shiv-like weapons? They're quite fond of those.
I have a dagger.
No,
Not
that's too
very
big.
small.
It's too big. It's too big for them. That's okay. That's okay. I'm sorry I asked. Greg, I don't think that we're going to be able to come back here for some time. I need you to take care of yourselves, but I'm also asking for your assistance. Do you understand, Greg? I'm asking for you to keep your eyes and ears open for me. And I know you've become remarkably partial to these alleyways. but I know of a remarkable trash heap not terribly far away from here that I'd like to encourage you to move to, so you can be closer to me and I can be closer to all of you.
So as you have been describing your request and kind of making this pitch, Greg sits back on his haunches, reaches up and starts licking his balls. And then after a minute, he sits back up and looks at you.
A power move if I've ever seen one, Greg. Damn, you're good at negotiating. I take that as an affirmation. It's the only way to take that, I think. Of course. Here.
And I'm going to put the map out one more time that I brought from inside that we've been working on for the past couple of weeks of the various trash heaps here and around town.
Yes, yes, yes. We are right here. I need you to take you and yours here. You understand? No, look at me. Look at me, Greg. That's right.
Nibbles
Okay,
on the back of his paw for a minute.
I don't think I have any like rations or shit on me, but I'm just gonna like start digging through the trash even though Nyx is right here.
Nyx is actually going to. She's watching all of this and baffled a little bit, but she's gonna reach into her bag and she actually carries around with her a barber's kit. And she's gonna take out the little like shaving blade that is almost like a switch knife, and she's gonna set that down in front of Greg.
Yeah, Greg will pick it up, admire it.
It's very sharp. Be
As
careful.
it pops open.
Alex, you might not know what you've just done, but you've just entered into a binding agreement with these griffins.
It seems like they're going to be around, so.
They're always around.
Vigorously scratches the back of his neck with his hind leg.
And remarkably flexible as well. All right, well, I'm glad to see that they're safe. I've given them clear instructions, and I'm sure they will figure it out on the third or fourth attempt. They now have a new weapon. I feel confident they can protect themselves from the Southerlies in my absence.
Okay. I was thinking we'd bring Greg with us, but that works too.
No, look at him. Just look at him, Nyx.
I have been.
Does he look like the type of trash griffin that likes to be contained? Absolutely not. Did you see the balls on him?
Unfortunately, yes. Yes, I did.
I know, Greg. I know. No, he'll take care of himself. He'll take care of himself.
And I think Geist is reassuring himself more so than reassuring you.
Before we go back in, do you want to talk about it?
If you're referring to just moments ago, when I may or may not have
Geist,
murdered
do
several
you
individuals.
want to talk about it now?
I'm trying to talk about it, but it's very hard for me. This is me doing my best.
So your answer is yes, you want to talk about it.
Yes, is what I said, though I added a few words.
Okay. Is here in the alley the best place?
We're surrounded by a small militant force. I think we're more protected here than we have been in some time.
Okay. I will be quiet. Go ahead.
Watch this. Watch this.
Perimeter.
See?
Yep.
Two of them behind you are in like the puppy crouch play position with one another, and then they scamper up the wall and disappear off the rooftop.
Just like we trained.
Add that to the list. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I had hoped you would ask me some challenging questions so I could think about responses, and I find myself remarkably out of my depth as I attempt to open up and be real and vulnerable about what it is that I think you may or may not have just fully witnessed. But I guess we can start at the beginning. I, like Rindo, was a prisoner of sorts to Molitor, and they kept me for a number of years. Their goal was the melding of souls. They experimented on me. They experimented on Valor as well, which I believe you have just had the pleasure of meeting just moments ago. What they did not anticipate is that when it was successful, they would not have full control over either of us. It allowed me to escape, but it has come with certain drawbacks. Valor is of a one-track mind. He believes vengeance is the only path to righteousness. I believe in something more of a calmer approach. We do not always see eye to eye, but you cannot argue with the results that he gets in a pinch, but I'm not necessarily fully in control of myself when I let him take the driver's seat. So yes, what you saw inside, the remnants of the body you saw with the toast, I wish I could say it wasn't me, but it practically was. And that's more than I've told anyone in a decade. So, if you are here to chastise me, judge me, cast me aside, I encourage you to do it quickly, post-haste, so I can move on, because I do not think I can take much more pain.
Why do you assume that's what I'm going to do?
Because I believe it to be the only reasonable thing to do, unless you're telling me that you are an unreasonable person.
I don't care what you are, guys. I don't care what's inside of you. I don't care about any of it. I care that I asked you a question and you did not answer me truthfully. I sat there in my grief and asked you a question and you did not answer me. You tried to redirect me and then you walked away.
Nyx, the funny thing about the truth is that in that moment, I wasn't keeping the truth from you. I was attempting to keep the truth from myself. I've been lying to myself for so long about what is right and what is wrong. It's hard to remember how you are supposed to treat people when you push them away from you at a distance over and over again. I am sorry for how I responded, but I need you to know it wasn't because of what I think or what I feel about you, but what I think and feel about myself.
How do you want me to respond to this, Geist?
However you need. If you need to be angry at me, so be it. I deserve it. If you have questions of me, you deserve those as well. If you simply wanted nothing to do with me, I think that would be an appropriate response.
Will you stop saying that?
Why?
Because I've already said the opposite.
It's not too late to change your mind.
I have one question, and then we can talk about it if you want. When you were in Baelor, and you were killing Aria, and you saw the flesh start to rip, the limbs start to tear, the skin start to melt from her face, did you, Geist, hesitate? Or was the creature that was underneath just a bonus for the both of you?
Sitting passenger and watching what Baelor does makes me sick to my stomach every single time. Nyx, there have been times whenever I've attempted to seize control back to stop him from what he's doing, but his will is much stronger than mine. But I will not lie to you. When I believed that was Aria, that we were both ripping asunder, I was glad that one of my jailers was soon to be dead, but I found no joy in learning that it was not her. I felt great remorse, great pain. I did not know this individual that I set Baelor upon, but they are still dead by my hands, and that is something that I will have to deal with because I can tell you, he doesn't care.
Okay. Do you still have that bottle of wine upstairs?
I do have a bottle of wine upstairs. There's a second bottle of wine that also has some listening devices in it. Which one would you like?
Well, I think that the listening devices are something we should probably take with us. I don't understand why that wasn't something you collected.
No, I have them as well. They're all wrapped up in a bundle. Don't look in that bundle. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay. Not going to look in the bundle. We will figure it out, guys, but I'm not going to disown you. Not going to send you away. Fucking deal with it. Can you ask your trash griffins to move so I can go back inside?
Team, close perimeter.
So the two that were blocking your retreat have long since scampered away up on the rooftop. But as you say that, Nyx, you do feel a small, tug on your trouser leg, and you would see Greg looking up at you. And he holds up a moldy apple core.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Greg. I shall cherish it forever. At least until it lasts. It's not going to last that long.
Greg and the remaining two trash griffins will slink into the darkness.
Geist is dabbing a tear away from his eye. Is it from the conversation or what just happened? You'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, in trash griffin terms, a straight razor is like a +1 adamantine weapon. He's very happy right now.
Very valid trade. Very valid trade. All right, let's go back inside. Is there anything else you want to say before we're around everybody else?
My parents aren't dead. I lied about that. Let's go inside.
I painted the mural on your wall.
Oh, you did the dicks?
And more.
Wow. I guess I'll get over it.
Back inside the Whispering Winds, Rindo, Gregory, and Nia are presumably just continuing more of the same. Fidelity is also sitting in one of the plush chairs near the hearth fire. I mean, the fire is not currently on, but the chairs there are comfortable, so she's reclining in one. So you all come back inside, I presume, to collect your belongings and head to Rhonda's.
Definitely collecting the belongings. I want to leave a private note of some kind, because it's clear that my recent roommate isn't here right now.
Correct.
I don't want to put a sign on the door like, temporarily closed, you can find us here, we'll return soon. Like, I want it to still seem like it's open for the most part, but I want to leave a note which briefly explains what has happened and to, stay safe, maybe lay low for a little while. And I think what would be reasonable, we've got to have a cash box or something. And if somebody were coming to open the store, you're grabbing the keys, go into the closets, right? Go into the cash box. I'm going to put it where like an employee would come in whenever they're like swiping in IRL.
Yeah, right. Sounds good. So once he returns, he'll pretty easily be notified. How in-depth are you going with this note?
I'm going to assume that it could be found by anyone. So it's going to be essentially like, we were clearly robbed. Dangerous now. You have the next couple of weeks off type of energy. Don't be here. I'll still pay you. Take whatever you need. Boom. Underline, really, take as much as you want.
Excellent. So you all would make your way back to Rhonda's rendezvous. I would imagine not the most direct route, because that would take you on some major roads. There's definitely cops that have moved over into Green Banks who would see that there is still a smoke trail in the direction of Arya's Toast, although it is diminished. It's no longer these huge billows, but it's a trail that is still clearly underlit. There's still a fire there, but it looks like it's been combated or suppressed to some degree. So we'll say, even though the most direct route to Rhonda's would probably not be more than a couple miles, we'll say it takes you between 1 and 2 hours to make your way there, as you're being careful, being deliberate. When you finally do, probably come in through one of the back doors that Nyx would know about, that is actually a little bit concealed even from the outside, takes you into a very small private staircase, and then from there into the main ground floor. You would see Pete and Bill, Annabelle and Stacy all at the bar. You would see Lorem over in the corner, the dwarven bouncer, just keeping an eye on everything. You would see Madame Deanne, the owner of Rhonda's, quietly conversing with Lorem. You would also see Don Durrell Blackstone and Bungamet Blackstone, and Glasmild and Aurora, the hecklers of the dancers, also at the bar talking with the Trubies. There's a very mixed air in the room. There's cheers and laughter from groups of ingot thugs that are gathered throughout the room. There's more somberness and not sobriety in the literal sense, because there's none of that in the room, but somber air among the cobblers that are in the room. And where the cobblers and ingots are sharing tables together, then those two conflicting emotions do blend and merge in an interesting, very kind of tangible tension. Pete would see you all as you walk in, flag you over. Molotovs spread very thin. The ingots have taken a great deal of territory in Belloton, as have the other contingents of us cobblers, as well as a little bit in my adepts. So now, although Molotor may have the cause, currently they are spread thin and they are cut off from retreat. I hope that wherever Sheldon is, he knows that. For tonight, rest up, and we'll launch the counterattack tomorrow, put an end to this whole bloody affair. This has been The Ties That Bind. Jump into our Discord, discord.gg/mythcraft, to discuss this episode. And you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/quasi-real-publishing, for a variety of subscription tiers. And until next time, keep crafting those myths.
All right, and with that, it looks like my conjuring has finally gone off as I've summoned... Oh, Finn, it's so good to see you, Finn. Finn, if you could please do me a favor. Summon a few more of those famous Everwild wolves for me, please and thanks. And if you'd be so kind, would you please make sure that they're all wearing some type of name tag whenever they come from the Everwilds? Ah, here they come right now. Thank you so much, Finn. Angela Holmes, followed by Daniel Trout, David Rorath, Jesse Fishcrab, Corey Griffin, Luke McWilliams, Michael Porterhouse, Ryan Scripter, Sunshine Castleford, and Blair Little. Oh, Finn, you have so many friends from the Everwild. I didn't know you were so popular. But wait a second. It looks like we have some more combatants joining the fray. Are these armed trash griffins coming from the alleys, bearing various types of sharp implements? Why, yes, I think it is. Javanos, that's your name? I guess it is. As well as, what do you... That's written backwards, but it's still cute. Alex, followed by Marcus Graves, Stephen Zolonis, Cruentis, Kylara, Poyer, as well as Black Sea Tempest. So many combatants here. I'm so excited that you're all joining the fight. Please, stab someone for me. Good job, Trash Griffins.
She doesn't even react. And the last... She doesn't even react. And the last individual that Valor was going for